season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Open space inside the 10. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. Touchdown! Austin Eckler. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Browns drive about to get started.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb running right through him.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Herbert back to the air. Going up top for Miller. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Scotty Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future as they look ahead to the offseason. What spots do the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down? 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
He'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Austin Eckler.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mayfield now. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The Browns drive about to get started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. From the gun, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play that time for Cleveland.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he gets them a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Once more, here's Eckler.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A run for Nick Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
110 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Chubb. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line. Going in.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert now. He completes this into the hands of Miller.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Herbert eluding the pressure right.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, it's Herbert.
That's complete to his running back, Dallas.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Miller.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Herbert. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert going to throw.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard.
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
On the option, here's Eckler.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. One last throw here for Herbert. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Cleveland, their hopes of finishing above 500 stay alive as they move to 7-8 now on the year.
And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, Gordon.